Am I called to teach? Is that my purpose? I don't know if I could do it. What will people think of me? Will I be happy? What is God's plan?
Teaching was something that I never thought that I would be doing as a career. I always loved working with kids, but I never thought that I could be a teacher. I could teach other kids and teach a lesson and be confident in the classroom. But after taking just one college course, it really changed my perspective, and I actually felt like I belong to this field. I remember the day I had told my mom that I wanted to teach, and I had to be resilient towards her because she never thought that it would be a promising career. She always thought that I'm more capable of doing something else rather than teaching, as if teaching was not the right career choice for me. She always thought that I could find happiness within something else that made more money, and money doesn't make you happy. It doesn't give you a longevity for life. It's always just there.
It took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do in life. I tried biomechanical engineering, communications, business, and it always came to me that working with kids was just a breath of fresh air. It made me look forward to every single day in the classroom, working with kids and learning what they can show me in life and teach me to be a better teacher, and to make me validate that what I'm doing is actually something good, something that makes me happy, something that I'm doing for me. To thrive, I need to constantly remind myself to believe and trust in God's plan, that He works in mysterious ways.
I need to thrive by giving 100% of my efforts towards everything I do, whether it's for my colleagues, my students, or lesson plans. I need to give my all. My classroom environment needs to be inviting to my students, making sure that they feel welcomed every day. It's important to work hand in hand with your students, making sure every one of them understands the material. Everyone works from a different perspective, whether they're kinesthetic learners, auditory, visual, physical. We need to make sure that every student understands and is working at 100% of their efforts as well. There are some teachers who work individually and thrive this way with their work. As for me, I know that I need to work in groups and ask for help when needed, even when I think I don't deserve it. It's hard for me to ask for help sometimes because I'm always thinking of someone else before myself. I know that as a teacher, you need to find all the help that you can get because it's one teacher with as many as 30 plus students. As teachers, we need to collaborate with everything that we can do in order to enhance our teaching and learn from one another. Learning is done in many ways. This could be through observation, lesson plans, and outdoor activities. As a teacher, the learning never stops.
Culture is something that everyone has within them. I'm someone from Asian culture, and I have been blessed to travel and live in different parts of the world. Language and culture has always been so important to me, and exposing that culture to my students, because there are many people in the world who haven't stepped foot out of their own city or state. It's also important to expose culture to children because it'll open their mind to diversity and that even when someone looks different or acts different from you, to never judge them. It's what's on the inside that counts, their heart and their mind. I know that as a teacher, I need to remember that it's okay to make mistakes, that we need to reflect and learn from our own mistakes, and even to get feedback from other teachers is important as well, because no one is perfect. The only perfection is found within God. What influenced me to become a teacher is the children themselves. They're so curious and interesting the way that their mind works. As we grow into adults, we see everything so black and white. And as children, we see the world abstractly. They create the world differently. They see the world as their obstacle course. They run as fast as they can because they know that they're the best. Most importantly, we believe in them because they believe within themselves. As a teacher, I believe that it is important to understand your students as individuals instead of a whole class. I believe in giving students the confidence and knowledge they need in order to prepare them for the next grade level. Students should feel that the possibilities are endless in my classroom. They should feel welcomed every single day and be engaged during classroom activities. If the students aren't engaged, it's important to change your teaching method or to look at the subject from a different approach in order for your students to understand. I think it's important to teach students differently every year in order to understand which teaching methods work and which aren't so successful. Classroom management skills are also very important with teaching. It is also important to reflect upon yourself to make sure that you are constantly improving. Ask yourself, what could I have done differently in order to make this more effective? What could I have changed in order to help my students? Every day is a new day, and students are there ready to learn and eagerly look forward to what is going to be taught for the day. As teachers, we need to constantly observe our students the moment they step into the classroom. Students have their behaviors and moods that depend on their productivity for the day. As teachers, we need to sometimes take a step back and change the lessons or activities for the day. I believe in students working together and creating something from their own thought process. When students work together, they begin to create more ideas and give opportunities to students who may not have the courage to speak on their own in front of the class. I want to be the teacher that students can look back on and think, I've learned so much from that teacher, and she gave me the confidence to believe in myself when no one else did.